Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for SageFab.tv, and in this video, we want to try and unpick the real reasons why the Gun token for the Gunz network, creators of the AAA title of the grid, has been struggling since launch. It hasn't got anywhere. If anything, it's actually still going down, and that's what we want to explore in this video, and where we think this token could be heading next. If you want to know that and much more, please keep watching, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel, as we bring you content that you may not find anywhere else. But before we proceed with today's video, please know that this information in this video is not financial advice. Do you want financial advice? Approach someone who is actually qualified to give you financial advice. The content in this video is just for educational as well as entertainment purposes, and it's also not targeting UK audiences. The sole reason that the UK authorities do deem anything crypto related to be extremely risky, and they're trying to protect you. That said, let's come back to this video where we are looking at the struggles of the Gun token despite the high expectations tied to Gunz network and its AAA title of the grid. Current market position, we are talking of a launch price of about 10.7 cents. Current price is sitting at 2.6 cents as of the date of recording. Drawdown since launch, you're talking of 75% since launch. So within a month, lost 75%. That's huge. Market cap is sitting at $23.3 million, and current circulating supply is sitting at about 871.2 million Gun token, at 1 billion. So there is plenty more dilution on the way, even though dates are a little bit further apart. And today's fully diluted value of the Gun token is sitting at 267.6 million. Compare that to the market cap of 23.3 million. That is terrible performance so far. So here are some of the key reasons according to our own assessment of why we think the price climbed this much. First off, let's consider overinflated expectations versus reality. That is the hype. The hype surrounding the off-the-grid as a AAA Web3 game created unrealistic high expectations. The reality of adoption, user retention, and gameplay experience may have underwhelmed relative marketing narrative. Next, you got aggressive token unlocks and supply pressure, with only about 8.7% of the supply currently in circulation and FDV of over 10x the market cap. Upcoming token unlocks will likely exert significant sell pressure. Investors are likely pricing these preemptively, which I think is a valid reason why token keeps collapsing. Lack of Web3 player stickiness. Gunz caters to a hybrid audience, which is Web2 and Web3, but blockchain game users tend to speculate rather than play. Off the grid may not have enough daily active users, also known as DAUs, to justify ecosystem value accrual to the token. Next, you got macro Web3 gaming sentiment. The broader Web3 gaming space has suffered from delayed or under-delivered projects, poor tokenomics design, as is the case with Gunz, lack of fun-fest gameplay. Gunz, despite its high production values, may not yet have broken out of this pattern, still stuck in this Web3 gaming sentiment. Next, there is no strong utility loop for the Gun token as yet. If the Gun token lacks strong on-chain use cases, for example, staking, the marketplace integration, there is little demand-side support. The current velocity of tokens moving in and out of the ecosystem favors trading and speculation, not just holding. As the Gun token bottomed, well, the price action from early April to mid-June shows failed support holds around 4 cents, 3.5 cents, 3 cent level. All those have failed. No clear reversal pattern yet on volume or momentum. Bearish continuation with no near-term catalyst possible. So this might actually continue. Technically, it is possible the Gun token hasn't reached its final bottom. The psychological level of maybe 2 cents may act as the next support. A stronger confirmation of a bottom would require double bottom or higher low pattern. Reversal in community sentiment or game update. Token utility expansion or major partnerships. All these could actually try and change the course or the trajectory of the Gun token. So far, only ways down. So what is the outlook for Gunz and the Gun token? Let's look at the project fundamentals. Gunz remains one of the few Web3 projects with an actual AAA title live and growing. The software development kit or SDK for developers, you're talking of Unity and Unreal integration, positions the chain well for third-party adoption. Innovative features like validator NFTs provide optional upside in the medium term, but there are some red flags when it comes to token design. Still feels investor-centric, not player-centric. That is quite key. Players are not seeing the benefit accruing to them and their efforts. Significant future dilution remains, as we had just said, just under 9% currently in circulation, with another 91% yet to be introduced into circulation. There is a lot of dilution. I mean, we also take note that the unlocks are not going to happen overnight, but that still affects market sentiment. And lack of strong in-game or platform demand for the token, that is also the case. The bull case for Gunz, if off-the-grid gains traction with streamers or Web2 audiences, there might be some bullish sentiment coming around. The introduction of new Gunz native titles that succeed commercially, they create new games, which I think they will. Those, I think, Gunzilla games, they are a decent studio. Real on-chain utility for Gunz in NFTs, fees, governance, or staking that is introduced that could provide some VESA or some bullish sentiment. In the bear case, continuous unlocks without corresponding adoption, loss of momentum in the AAA title or failed developer engagement, broader Web3 gaming fatigue worsening. My final thoughts: the project's vision, I think, is strong with real infrastructure and gaming IP. The token health, not so sure, is weak, vulnerable to the downside, and the near-term price action is still bearish, further paying post-Gun token, now sitting at around 2.6 cents or so in the time recorded. Long-term potential, it depends heavily on off-the-grid user retention plus token utility upgrades. So far, we haven't seen enough of that. So Gunz as a gaming project still has merit and potential. However, the Gun token currently suffers from misaligned incentives, supply overhang, and unclear demand mechanics. Unless significant improvements are made in how Gun fed into gaming economy or major user traction occurs, Beam network and the Beam token may be the more robust long-term play for investors seeking exposure to blockchain gaming ecosystem. And fair, I know, to plug in Beam at the end, but sometimes these things have got to be said. They're uncomfortable, that they've got to be stated. Now, what I want to know from you is, what are your thoughts as far as the Gunz project is concerned and the Gun token itself? Do you agree with our assessment in this video? Let us know in the comment section, guys. Until the next one, FD for self-inflicted signing out from high.